starts now.
And let's get right to some breaking news tonight. A deadly shooting in the Portsmouth neighborhood in North Portland. This is a live look at the scene there. Police responding about 7:30 this evening to North Geneva Avenue. That's along Northgate Park, where they found evidence of gunfire. Investigators say the victim there got a ride to the hospital, but later died. He or she has not yet been identified. You can see from these live images here, this is an active homicide investigation with the streets in the area closed off and no word on any suspects or arrests. Details as we get them here and anytime at KGW.com. Well, thanks for joining us tonight. I'm David Molko. Relief, gratitude, and a warning for other parents. That's just some of what the mother of a 7-year-old who was asleep in a car when it was stolen wants to share. Tonight, we're learning more about all of the moving parts that helped lead to her daughter's safe return. Catherine Cook is in the newsroom. Catherine, so many neighbors and officers stepped up for this.
And David, in the end, police found the car just 2.5 miles from where it had been stolen. Between social media alerts from police, news reports, and even an Amber Alert, thousands of people were hoping, praying, and even looking for this little girl.
My only child lost. You could imagine any mother would be desperate to find their children.
This mother's desperation washed over the Portland metro area Sunday night. Everyone anxious to help find 7-year-old Yamilet. She's safe now, but around 6:50 Sunday night, her family called 911. They told police someone had stolen their black Honda Civic with Yamilet asleep in the back. They'd left the car running while returning a moving truck near Southeast 49th and Powell.
She walked away from the car just for a moment, and then she turned around and realized that the car was driving away.
Portland Police Sergeant Kevin Allen says for the next 4 hours, around 50 police officers searched for Yamilet, and 10 detectives came in on overtime.
There was a tremendous amount of urgency here. Most of us are parents. A lot of us are parents, and we basically see our own kids in the faces of every child that we deal with.
About an hour after that 911 call, police posted photos of the missing 7-year-old and the car she was in. Officers formed a grid search, and community members flooded police with tips. Then at 10:35, Oregon State Police pushed out an Amber Alert. OSP tells us while the case didn't meet all the requirements of one, they felt it was necessary with the given information.
I mean, almost every Amber Alert, is going to take a matter of hours to come out. And they don't normally come out right when the call comes out.
By then, many community members, like Nick Corey, who had seen the news reports, were also out searching for Yamilet.
It was appealing to the public. And I thought, hey, that's me. And so I felt like, I needed to do something. I couldn't just sit there.
Nick drove around Laurelhurst Park. Around that same time, Portland police officers Nick Bianchini and Greg Boudet spotted the black Honda Civic near that park. It was ditched along Southeast Laurelhurst Place and Ankeny. The doors were locked.
So they got out to check it, and sure enough, they could see through the window that the little girl was still in the car, fast asleep. One of the officers was actually able to kind of reach through the opening and get the door unlocked. And when they opened the door, that's when the alarm went off.
And that's when Yamilet woke up.
I was just super grateful to have the police there, the law enforcement, and the community really come together.
Her mother says it's possible she slept through the whole nightmare everyone else had lived through.
And she was in there and asking for me. Now she's okay, and I'm so happy to have her home, and the worst is over.
I cannot even imagine. Police tell me they are looking for a suspect but haven't arrested anyone yet. They are processing evidence, including video from where the car was stolen and where it was recovered. Also, police say it'll be important to figure out the crook's true intention here. Was it just stealing a car, or was kidnapping always part of the plan?
And
David.
Catherine, no matter what, just a huge relief for everybody involved, most of all mom, dad, and 7-year-old Yamilet. Catherine, thanks for your reporting tonight. Well, new tonight, Portland police say they're bringing the so-called entertainment detail back to Old Town Chinatown. It's going to include a dedicated group of officers patrolling around nightlife spots in the neighborhood. One of the most dangerous in the city when it comes to deadly shootings. We do expect PPB to make an official announcement, including more details about this plan tomorrow. To get you caught up now on tonight's other headlines, speaking of Old Town, Portland police say they have thwarted an attempted kidnapping. Officers say earlier today someone tried to kidnap a 5-year-old at Northwest 1st and Davis. They arrested the suspect, who faces several charges and was also cited for possession of meth. Police have not identified that suspect. We've also reached out to ask how the child is doing. After a week with no school, the teacher strike in the Ridgefield School District is finally over. Students were back in the classroom. We're expecting more details on the tentative deal between the union and the district tomorrow. As for making up all those lost days, the district says it's going to treat the week like a weather-related school closure and will contact parents there about an updated schedule. And Hillsborough is working to open its first tiny home village for the homeless. It's going to be off Tualatin Highway and Southwest 17th Avenue. Right now, they are waiting on delivery of tiny pods, which will house up to 40 people and plan to be ready for folks to move in sometime next month. The village would be temporary and would operate through March. After that, the city says it plans to build a permanent shelter in its place. Well, tonight, an update on a troubling encounter. You may remember these images of a woman breaking into a Northeast Portland home, then curling up on a kid's bed before she allegedly assaulted the child's mother. While everybody here was okay for that family, it was a frightening experience. The Multnomah County DA initially declining to charge the woman, though now his office says he's taken another look. Now, police identifying the intruder as Terry Zinzer. Records show Zinzer has had multiple run-ins with police over the years and suffers from mental health issues. Now, at first, the DA said she would not face charges because she had similar cases dismissed. That was due to a lack of participation in treatment and the court's inability to get Zinzer into treatment. Now, here is some big picture context from a behavioral health supervisor in Multnomah County.
And it can be very challenging in hospitals with doctors. It can be even more challenging for family members. The community to understand, oh my gosh, it's so obvious that this person is experiencing some mental health symptoms, and why aren't you getting this person treatment? Well, unless it can be proven in court that the person is imminently dangerous because of their mental illness, then the law says you can't force them to do that. And it's hard.
Yeah, really no easy answers. That is Kathy Shoemate. We talked with her for a recent investigative series. It's called Uncommitted. It explores the civil commitment process, state standards for forced mental health treatment. That series right now is on KGW.com and our YouTube channel. We will update you on this case, any charges, if and when that happens. Well, tonight a Vancouver couple is dealing with a heartbreaking theft after somebody broke in and stole their loved one's ashes. As Brian Clerkley explains, they are doing everything they can to get them back. No questions asked.
Somebody came into the house, they went through the gate, and then they would push through the back door and burglarized us. Took a bunch, like $8,000 in tools. They took, the worst part is my husband's dad's ashes.
Tracy and Aaron Jameson say they feel violated after their home on Northwest 17th Avenue in Vancouver was burglarized last week. It happened in the middle of the day while the two were at work. Along with the replaceable items, a small clear vial with the ashes of Aaron's father are gone. The couple didn't realize it was gone until a few days after the burglary. Dan Jameson passed away in 2019 from a heart attack.
I mean, it's all I really had left of him. I mean, we were really close, and I mean, it's something, obviously it's not replaceable.
Aaron says the ashes were taken from this desk. He says once the burglar got in from the back door, the criminal went through the entire home and left through the front door. He says the home's security camera subscription had ended, so it wasn't recording. The criminal even put something sticky over the camera lens.
Find some way to return it. I mean, at this point, I don't care. I mean, just bring it back to the house, put it in the mailbox. I mean, anything.
The couple spoke with the neighbors, hoping they had some footage of the burglar. No luck so far. They've also offered a $1,000 reward for anyone with information leading to the discovery of the ashes.
Money that I do have, but I mean, it's just going to take out of my rent. But I mean, I'm sure my landlords will understand, so.
Yeah, Brian Clerkley reporting there. The Jamisons have also started a GoFundMe to raise money for that reward. Just check out Brian's article at KGW.com. Here's to hoping whoever took those ashes does the right thing.